So for the worship leaders, once you get your members set and everything else, you'll go to Worship Hub. And inside of Worship Hub, you can add groups to where you can choose if you want it to be a youth choir, praise team, men ministry. And then you can set all the people who's going to be the group leader and everything. So I'm the group leader over. And then who's all going to be in the choir? Like whoever's in your listing of your church and everything after they download the app and put in the church code that you created or that the pastor or who's ever over it created, and then they'll create the group. Once they create the group, they can go back and manage if anybody else new joins, and you can see the leader is me, and that's other like announcements and events and everything for people to create flyers, events. But other than that, this is for the choir. So if somebody leaves the choir, then you can take them off the list, as well as edit and add onto the list the new members that join that's in the choir. And then you'll just click save. And it'll show, and then you can create a chat group. Name it. You can upload a picture, and then you'll choose who you want to be inside the chat group. Instead of having to text all day, people can be inside the group chat that you created for the group that once you create it, then you'll be able to come over here and chat, send whatever you need to send to the choir and everything else to let them know, hey, this is going to be coming up or whatever. And hey, once you set that up, then you'll be able to set your rehearsals, your song list, playlist, meaning like, let's say you have a song list of all the songs that you want to add. Like I just added Welcome Into This Place. So what I do, I go over to YouTube, copy the title, the artist name, what key it's going to be in if you know it, and then you assign it to that group, the choir group, and then you're going to paste the YouTube link. So that's mainly all you need, just the YouTube link. And if there's alternate videos that you can use other different, then you can add the lyrics as well inside of here. If you have a chart listing or whatever, you can add your listings of the verse, chorus, how it's going to be played, and click add song. Once you click add song, then you can go and edit or add like a note, a doc note, if you want to add it that way with the lyrics, or you can add the lyrics inside here. If you have a chart, if you don't want to add it that way, you can add it as a document as a song note, a doc, PDF file, text file. I'm going to add to where you can add an image as well for your song notes. So I'm going to do that right now to make changes. So I just added like an image section. So if you wanted to add like a note or something like that in an image file, then you can add it with the lyrics as an image as well. So just an example. So you can attach a document, an image, or you have the doc notes right there as well for you to attach documents. If it's a PDF or docx, or text. So those are different ways for you to be able to add and edit, as well as adding lyrics and everything else. So or you can remove the song. So once you have the songs up, then you can mainly go in and go back to your and say the playlist. And I'm going to say for Sunday, that's 22nd, the Sunday on 22nd. Letting the choir or praise team know that these are the two songs that we're going to do. The everything and welcome into this place. And then you can add notes here as well if you want to add the link or whatever. And then you can save the playlist. Once you save it, then everybody will know, okay, these are the two songs that we're going to be singing. They can click on the YouTube link and listen to it. But then you'll be able to tell everybody, hey, look at our playlist. This is what we're going to sing on the 22nd on Sunday. So you have a list for your choir or a praise team, whatever, youth choir, whatever, that you have your members set for whatever you created. So that's how you can mainly set for your worship hub. So you have your song library, your rehearsal. You can let people know, like, hey, these are the songs that we're going to rehearse on the 19th. With this is already passed and everything. And then I can create another schedule for the next rehearsal date, like the song listing of whatever I have, and add it and everything on the song library. So that's how you're able to work your library, to where whatever song you add in here, that's what you can add to your playlist, your rehearsal time, and everything else, for you to be able to indicate where everything is at. And then you can let your members know, once they download the app, where to go, how to get to it, and what the playlist is going to be for this day, what we're going to rehearse for that day, and everything. So nobody will be wondering that wasn't there. They can just mainly go inside of the group and be able to see what's on the playlist, what's on the rehearsal date, and everything. They don't have to just go to the song library. They'll be able to go to the playlist or the rehearsal and look at what's going to be rehearsed. But when it's active, I'm going to put it on an active date. And you can always set up cancel if there's something that happened, and you can cancel, and then they can look at the schedule and be, oh, we're not having rehearsal today. So that's how you can set it up. But once you schedule, then this side is going to look active, upcoming, and then they'll be able to mainly go and see what songs that we're going to sing and everything. You already have your team set up for them to see who's going to be able to see the schedule. And I'm probably gonna change it to where whenever you set a rehearsal, it's going to let all the members that's inside the group of the worship hub already without having to attach them to every single one of them, as well as the songs and everything else. So I'm going to change that prompt of whatever you create so you won't have to go through the hassle of always adding to the rehearsal, to the event of your rehearsal and your playlist and everything. It's already going to have them set to where they can see it automatically. That's already inside the choir of that group. All you got to do is assign it to that group, and then it'll show everybody inside the group already. So that's what I'm going to do, just to make it less having to add on each team member every time. So I'm going to do that. But yeah, but that's pretty much on how it works. So that was already in the past. So that's pretty much on how it works. How you set up everything, how you set up your song list, and adding your song list and everything, what key is going to be in, your lyrics, if you want to add your lyrics on there. So you can see on the listing, when they click on it, now they can see the lyrics that they can go and look at. So if there's no lyrics on there, then they won't be able to look at the lyrics that's set for that song. So I'm gonna do it real quick. So now when I go to welcome into this place, I can go and edit, add lyrics, save it. Now when the choir go in and look at it as a member, now they can see the lyrics. So it's just something to help organize the songs and everything much better, easier, and everything else. So you can mainly keep up with all, the choir will be able to keep up with what's going on without having to wonder or worry or wonder what songs we're going to be singing for rehearsal. And once they have all that set and you have all your members inside of the group, then that's when they'll be able to see everything of what you posted, what songs you posted, what rehearsal dates, what's the plan for Sunday, and everything else. And then once they see it, then they'll be able to say, okay, I need to make sure the ones that didn't come to rehearsal, I need to practice on welcome into this place and everything. And they can go back and listen to it. That's on the playlist. If you don't have the YouTube link on the song list, they can go to the library and look at everything and welcome into this place. So they can click on watching on the media link. And they go back and be like, okay, I want to listen to welcome into this place. And they'll go and start listening to it. And they'll untap. So that's pretty much on how it works. And it's real simple. Once you get used to it, now and then your choir members get used to it. That's what I'm teaching my choir and everything, or your praise team or whatever it is. You can have it set for them. And that's pretty much it. So I hope this helps out. Y'all take care.